What is up, everybody? It's King Kuntha, and today I have another amazing World of Warcraft gold farming video for you guys. And this is going to be the first video I've made actually after the injury. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I actually posted in my community tab a few days ago. I actually was in a pretty bad skiing accident and I fractured 3 vertebrae. So yeah, that was the reason for the delay in the videos. I'm finally, feeling a little bit better, just enough to sit in my computer chair and actually get some of these videos done. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys some item farms that are actually going to drop you items worth up to about 300k. And they do sell pretty good on the auction house, and I think you could actually make a ton of other gold out of this just with some extra like recipes that could drop and also transmog and stuff, just because there's tons of world drops for these instances. So if you're wondering where we're at, we're going to go ahead and just get things started. So we are located here in Blackrock Mountain, and we're going to go ahead and go to the lower Blackrock Spire. So in order to do that, it's a little bit confusing at first. When you first come in through the Burning Steeps, if you come in through the main entrance, I'm just going to show you guys for reference real quick. You're going to want to, this is the main entrance, you're going to want to fly up to this little like hole up here, and that's the only way to get to it. So some people may or could get lost doing that. I have in the past before, so I just wanted to go ahead and make it a little bit easier for you guys to kind of, know how to get here. So after you walk in here, all we're going to do is just run, and we're going to go into the instance that's to the right here, because this is lower Blackrock Spire. So now the main item that we're going to be looking for, and that I am kind of excited to show you guys about, is the plans for the Arcanite Champion. Now the Arcanite Champion is a really cool transmog piece that sells on the auction house for a decent amount, but the plans actually sell for way more, and plans are way easier to sell. Because ideally what people do is they buy the plans, craft the item over and over again, and then sell those on the auction house instead, and that way they can make more profit if they had the plans. So there's only one boss that does drop this in the instance, and it is Overlord Wormthalack, I believe is how it's pronounced, and he is at the very end of the instance. So the best thing I can do to you guys is just recommend that you run the entire instance. I honestly just pull everything because there are tons of world drops from around this time. These are of course Burning Crusade mobs, so the world drops on these could actually be pretty insane. I'm talking like some very expensive world drops could happen, so it's not really worth it to just leave these mobs behind when they have such a high potential to drop you some really good items. And this instance is actually so easy to run. It's so straightforward. As you can see, you're just literally running and pulling all the mobs. And since, of course, these are Burning Crusade mobs, they're pretty easy just to, like, pull with you. They don't really have any abilities that, like, slow you down or knock you or anything like that. So it's much easier to do. And also, with the new influx of players actually coming into the game now because of World of Warcraft's free-to-play weekend, I think is that what they're calling it? Something along those lines. Maybe bad news for World of Warcraft in general, because maybe they're going free to play, but who knows. But as you can see, super easy to run. I'm literally just going to run through this whole thing and keep all these following with me. This instance is really nice because you can literally just pull the entire instance, as you see I am doing here, and then we're just going to go up towards the up part and nuke them all real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and show you real quick what we're going to do. So as you can see, we kind of got them all grouped up, and all the other mobs are going to start coming in here. So we're just going to start nuking all of these that we can, and we killed one of the bosses already. Now these bosses do have chances to drop pets and cool items and stuff like that, so of course you're going to want to go ahead and loot everything that you kill. I really don't recommend not looting everything that you kill, because you could actually miss out on some really expensive items, and that would be a really big bummer for most people. So as you can see, I'm actually getting a bunch of greens out of here too, which you can either, obviously if you have TSM, you're going to want to check the price of those. If they're worth a decent amount, you're going to want to go ahead and actually sell them on the auction house. But if they're not worth a whole lot, you're going to actually go ahead and just disenchant them, and then you can sell the disenchanting items on the auction house that you get from this, because they actually do sell for quite a bit of gold. Because again, the plans that we're hunting for in this video, obviously just clear the entire instance. That's my really bottom line advice for you. You should just clear the entire instance. But the stuff that you can get disenchanting actually are required to make the Arcanite Champion. So it does make things a little bit easier if you do just kill the entire instance. As you can see here, I'm getting just a ton of greens out of here, just killing all these like random mobs. And of course you will get all the extra good stuff as well. So obviously don't do what I do and get turned around and stuff because I'm talking and trying to make a video at the same time. But it's really straightforward. There's not much else advice I could give you other than maybe having a druid or something along those lines so that you can go ahead and get some extra movement speed and just clear it a little bit quicker. As you can see here, that's basically my technique. I'm just using my druid and I'm just running through really quickly, running through all these, and all these mobs are just super easy to pull. You can literally pull them all just like that, and they're not really going to knock you down or do anything too crazy to you. So it makes this farm pretty easy. So we're going to go ahead and actually we'll head up here, we'll kill this boss. And as you can see, I'm literally just going towards all the bosses and just attempting to kill all of them. So as you can see here, you got another one. I'm going to switch to Moonkin form, nuke real quick, spread this on fire, and obviously there's some mobs that can stun you, as you can see, but they're all done now. So we got a bunch of just disenchant items, obviously, and then we're just going to go on to the next area. And it's really just rinse and repeat, and you can keep doing this instance. This instance is super easy, and you can do it on multiple characters to avoid the lock, and I've actually pulled a lot of gold items worth out of this farm, just because the mob density is so high and there's so many of them that can drop so many good items. Like I've walked out of here with not even the plans for the bracers, but I've walked out of here with like items that were like worth about 50-60k, and it really does make a difference. So as you can see here, just looting all these disenchant blues, stuff like that. But I do recommend you list everything you can on the auction house. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the video and I'm going to talk about what's going on with the channel and what you can expect, because I am going to be, I don't know, I don't want to say they're going to be delayed a little bit, but I don't know, something's going to happen because I do have to take pain meds and stuff regularly now, just for my back, because I am in a lot of pain, especially in the mornings and at night. So I'm recording this video, I want to say about noon, so just I'm hoping I can get some videos for you guys out just consistently, hopefully, because I'm going to be stuck inside for the next few weeks. When the pain's not too bad, I'll go ahead and upload for you guys. But I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know what's up at least. So I'm going to cut the video, and we'll see you in a more visually appealing place, and we're going to talk about where the channel's at and everything. Alright, see you there. Bye. Alright everybody, we're back, and I'm just going to go ahead and clarify what happened to me for those of you guys that did know and that might be concerned. In the skiing accident, I'm just going to go ahead and sum it up super short. I actually ended up falling about 20 to 30 feet out of the air onto my back, and I could have 3 compression fractures in 3 of my vertebrae. So it does make it pretty difficult to sit up and stuff in the morning, but hopefully they said I should be painless in a couple weeks here, and then a couple months from there I should be fully healed up. So I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that I'm not paralyzed or anything. I know I might have shocked some people when I posted that in the community tab, and some people are actually pretty worried about me. That didn't happen. You know, my life isn't ruined or anything. Honestly, if I was paralyzed, you'd probably just be getting non-stop WoW videos either way. But I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that, so it wasn't really as terrible. I mean, it was pretty bad, but it's not as terrible as it could have been. And I'm just grateful to go ahead and actually make it out of this, like, with the ability to walk and stuff still. So it was actually quite scary for everyone, and yeah, so I'm glad I'm feeling a little bit better. And actually all the support I got in the community tab when I did post that was overwhelming, and I just want to say thank you guys. I knew I needed to at least update you guys on what was going on or something, because I know videos are going to be down for a little bit. But just thanks again for the support. You guys are really there for me, because I was pretty sad in the hospital. I'm not going to lie. I was a little depressed, you know, because they kept trying to keep me there overnight. And I was actually in the hospital for 3 nights. And I was just sick of it. I was over it. I just, you know, I wanted to go home. I wanted to, you know, keep my daily routine. But obviously that can't happen. So I got to take it a little bit easier. I'm not really used to just sitting around. I'm a pretty active person, so it does kind of bother me a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and just channel this energy into making videos for you guys and making the best content I can. So I did want to talk about with WoW's free weekend. There's going to be a lot more people returning to WoW, so I recommend you guys fill up your auction house while you can. Especially if you do get this item in the farm I just mentioned, it's worth about 300k, and you have a very good chance of selling this off the auction house quickly. Now, when I research my farms, I look for items that have a good sell rate and that are worth a decent amount of gold that not a ton of people are trying to farm up. Now, then again, the drop chance for this is pretty low, but it's not the lowest we've ever seen in World of Warcraft. I've farmed up much lower drop chance items in a lot less time, so it definitely is very doable, and I recommend you do it. And even if you don't end up getting the plans, just the items that you get out of the instance alone can be worth quite a bit of money, so I definitely recommend you guys do this farm. And that's all I really had to talk about. I just want to thank you guys for the support again. We're almost at 10,000 subs, so if we could go ahead, I don't know if it's doable this month. I think we'll probably hit 10,000 subs next month, just by the way we're going. But if we could hit 10,000 subs, that would make my world. I never really thought I'd ever get to this point, and it really means a lot to me that I have kind of gotten to this point, and it's really all thanks to you guys. I still remain pretty humble about it. I don't really like go around bragging about it or anything, because it's you guys that built this. It's not my channel really. Well, I mean, I started the channel, but you guys are the community behind the channel that really make it what it is. So I just wanted to go ahead and say thank you to all of you guys that watch my video. Any way that you watch them, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, so if you like this video and you watch to the end, can you comment Kunta broke his back? I guess we'll do that. That's a little bit funny. And yeah, I'll reply to your comment or heart it or do something cute to it. And yeah, so we'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Goodbye.